I was set up in a huge spruce just below the ridgeline, about 20 feet up on a framed platform. This made me almost even with the ridgeline and gave me a great line of sight across the whole lower ridge, wickled into hardwood to the left and a small field to the right. Once I'm in the woods, I'm there till dark, packing breakfast and lunch amongst a few other goodies to keep me going. My stand was wrapped in felt from an old paper machine for so long it developed algae growth, turning most of it green, matching the tree. More if it was covered up by draining runs of tree sap, acting like nails adhering it to the tree. Complete with a small roof platform, I had one of the best tree stands. Scrape runs crisscrossed the hill, just below the ridgeline, and I bagged many a whitetail there. In fact, they are also hanging on my wall. I did what many do. I fell asleep. This also clears your mind, allowing incoming without projection. Well, the incoming stimuli I got next woke me up and immediately raised the hair on the back of my neck. The sound reverberated through my chest, as if standing in front of the speakers at a rock concert. What the ever-loving fuck did I just experience? This deep, ungodly growl echoed across the hills and down the valley. I could have sworn this to be more like the roar of a real-life lion or something sounding just like one. No kidding, right here in the foothills of the Green Mountains? No freaking way. Just as the wind started to pick up, I heard it again, followed up with a huff, sounding similar to a deer blow, but much deeper. More capacity for sure. The swirling winds made it difficult to detect direction, as it sounded like it was all around me. I'm not going to say I was scared, but I will say it definitely got my attention, and I felt the source could be, let's just say, potentially hazardous to my health. So later, I break this to the boys and get, "Are you smoking that wacky tobacco again, you fuck? You need to lay off that shit," my dad says in his best condescending manner in front of everyone. Of course, I was one of the youngest in the group, and my priorities needed constant realignment, along with some stiff enforcement. A fucking roar. Ha 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 ha. For someone so smart, you're a dumb bastard. I say, fuck all you tent heads. I know what I heard. About a year later during spring, I heard this roar again, this time from my front freaking yard several miles from my tree stand. I could not believe it and just shook my head. What do you do? Life goes on. I was sitting in the diner one Sunday morning, and the son of one of my dad's friends came in, and we started catching up, since my dad had since passed. We raised hunting beagles together for a spell, turning out some of the best dogs in the county. I'm talking real nice rabbit dogs. I still have two precious beagle girls today. I relayed this tree stand story to him, as I've known him for a long time, and he and his dad lived up on the horseshoe. The horseshoe was on top of the ridge across from my tree stand, so I thought maybe he had some insight. Boy did he, as he proceeded to tell me about their new family venture, a zoo. And you guessed it, he had a pair of African lions there, and was surprised that I was the only one to have ever mentioned hearing them. Why me? Is everyone else just so oblivious? Yeah, so he got them a year ago and built a big enclosure for them for the winter. I let them out one warm day, he said, not really realizing it was hunting season, and they stretched and played and yelled, like big cats do. He did say the thought then crossed his mind what anyone hearing that would think. I told him from experience that one would think they be crazy.